Consider the woman of worth in Proverbs 31. She's a mother, a wife, a shrewd businesswoman, a kind and loving leader in her community. She weaves, she spins, she sews, she serves her family and those in need. Yeah, we know she gets up before dawn, but my goodness, how does she do all this? I'm Melanie Rigney, the author of Woman of Worth, Prayers and Reflections for Women, inspired by the Book of Proverbs. The woman of worth has been seen as an almost impossible standard for centuries. We regard her as the same today, and yet there are bits and pieces of her in all of us. In these videos, I'll take a brief look at the verses in Proverbs 31 and explain how we can become closer to the Lord by following her example. She makes her own coverlets. Fine linen and purple are her clothing, Proverbs 31:22 tells us. English translations of the Bible vary widely on the first part of this verse. Coverings of tapestry, coverlets, cushions and rugs, quilts, upholstery, bedspreads, carpets. Universally, however, the focus is on creating a beautiful home, an activity in which the woman of worth is personally engaged. Now, bed coverings, carpets, rugs, and the rest of their most basic serve to protect something valuable, something we don't want dinged up, dirtied, or marred. In the same way, shared prayer over meals or a family rosary protect the most valuable thing we have, our faith. So does incorporating the liturgical calendar into our menus. So does focusing our seasonal decorations and practices on the Lord and our cloud of saints rather than on Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and Halloween. None of these things is intrinsically bad. But when the gifts under the tree become more important than the gift in the manger, and uncovering baskets of candy becomes more important than the rolling away of the stone, we begin to lose those coverings that protect us. Purple was, of course, the color of royalty and priests. Purple was prized because it didn't come easily. It wasn't a matter of mixing some herbs or weeds. The hue we know as royal or Tyrian purple came from mollusks. The snail's shell would be cracked and a specific gland removed and dried. It's estimated that 250,000 mollusks were needed for a single ounce of dye. Why would the woman of worth dress in this color? It seems like a waste of money and extravagance. But on further reflection, perhaps not. She dressed like a daughter of the king because that's who she was. Wearing fine linen and purple communicated to all her confidence in herself and her faith in the Lord. Not all of us can afford linen, and not all of us like the way we look in purple. But regardless of whether we're wearing purple, pink, black, or white, linen, cotton, wool, or a synthetic, we are daughters of the King, if we choose to embrace him. To learn more about embracing God and the woman of worth he sees in you, please check out the other videos in this series, or consider buying Woman of Worth, Prayers and Reflections for Women inspired by the Book of Proverbs, at your favorite local or online bookstore, or at www.23rdpublications.com.